New tonight at 6, the 4 Fargo police officers who shot and killed a Mapleton man last month have been cleared of any wrongdoing. And North Dakota Attorney General Drew Wrigley says criminal charges will not be filed.
It happened August 1st outside a home in Mapleton where shots were fired. A call came in for shots being fired, and it turned into an hours-long standoff with 35-year-old Andrew Martinez. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley shows us some of the body camera footage from that day and why authorities say the shooting was justified.
Andrew, this is the police. Can you come over to us?
For hours, local law enforcement say they pleaded with Andrew Martinez to surrender peacefully and to come out of his Mapleton home unarmed.
We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to hurt you. We want to get you some help.
Cass County deputies were initially called to the home for shots fired, later learning Martinez may be experiencing a mental health crisis. And shortly after getting on scene,
Shot fired. Second shot fired.
While no one was hurt by those shots, officials say it escalated the situation, prompting a shelter in place for neighbors, and deputies called in backup from the North Dakota Highway Patrol, Fargo and West Fargo Police, and the Metro Street Crimes Unit.
Mr. Martinez told negotiators several times that he would be coming outside with a firearm.
Officials say despite desperate pleas to Martinez from his father, his brother, and conversations with negotiators, nearly 5 hours after officers first arrived on scene, body camera footage shows Martinez as he starts to come out of his front door, and officials say Martinez pointed an AR-15 rifle at officers.
Front door, AR rifle.
Drop it!
The video, shown Monday morning, stops before 4 officers fired what officials say were more than 20 rounds at Martinez, hitting him 5 times and killing him.
They were left with no alternative. They have people living all around the area.
We, as law enforcement, do not train to wait to see what happens because lives can be lost at that point.
When asked if law enforcement could have left the scene and hoped Martinez would have de-escalated himself, Sheriff Johnner says that wasn't an option.
If we drove away, what if that individual came out of the house and hurt someone else?
Sheriff Johnner says his office will use this incident as a training tool going forward and says they will continue to keep the Martinez family in their prayers. Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
In a statement this morning, the Martinez family says they're saddened the officers' actions were deemed justified, calling on law enforcement to reevaluate how they respond to people experiencing mental health crises, in part saying, quote, "It's hard for us to understand how a call for help to save his life during one of his lowest moments ultimately ended his life."
And Fargo's police chief says all 4 of his officers involved in this incident will be back on the streets soon, pending an internal review.
The weather cleared up from this morning to make for a great evening. Let's turn it over now to Chief